before
to cut everybody off.
like that.
I don't think right. That's wild, bro.
Where are we coming up with these questions? Orgy going on? My man said he's a joke.
She aged like cheese.
You got
Speak on it, brother. Speak on it.
Practically become Bruce Wayne.
What we gotta do, Mika?
Push the goddamn button, man. Push the goddamn button, man.
What up? What's going
Push the goddamn button,
on?
man. Push the goddamn button, man.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Second, just getting everything situated real quick. Like, just like to say, those of you who have seen this movie, I apologize. This movie is, yeah, it's definitely like that. It's definitely like that. This movie is terrible. What's up, Chris? Gonna be starting very soon. I mean, listen, it's not on me. The apology isn't for me. The apology should lie in the hands of the person that recommended this movie, which would be Sir Duke. Now, I don't know how we got involved in this, but Duke was the one that suggested this movie. So any exchange of fisticuffs can be directed towards that brother's way.
Sir Duke of York.
Not mine. But yeah, what's up, beautiful people? Like, welcome to another episode of the Popcorn in Your Beer podcast. I'm your host, Rashad.
And last but not least, I am the King MOE, aka. You don't get no cool points for that. Rashad, go ahead and let everybody know what we're talking about today.
Okay, so we got the movie Prey, the 2024 version. Prey.
Because it's like
there was a movie called Prey that was a prequel to The Predator, which was actually really dope. This was not this was not dope at all.
Grizzly Bear was giving that nigga a run for his money, boy.
Wasn't he though? Wasn't he though?
He had to cheat and use the superpowers to get over on the Grizzly.
he said, yeah, this ain't about to happen. Let me go ahead and use my little gadgets and get this over with. Cause yeah, ain't no way this man about to put hands on me like that. But anyway, we are talking about the 2024 version of Prey, starring a bootleg Leonardo DiCaprio. DG man, listen, bro. Okay, so let me actually pull up the by the way, just want to let everybody know that we will have Terrible Tuesday movies returning. We got away from it for a little while, but we are definitely going to have Terrible Movie Tuesday returning in the next couple weeks, possibly next week. Don't know. But if you are here tomorrow, I'll give you a little bit more information on that. Make sure you stop tomorrow. We're gonna have us a good little time. It's the last episode of the of season 2 of House of the Dragon, and we're gonna end it out with a big old flaming bang. As far as the movie Prey, a young couple is compelled to leave their Christian missionary station in the Kalahari
Desert.
Boy, I messed that all the way up.
Yeah, you did.
Kalahari. But it's different when you read it, ain't it?
Man,
because I knew what it was. It just hit me differently.
Hey, you know what? I can't even get on you because when I read it out loud or when I read it in my head the first time, I was like, wait, that don't sound right.
Like that.
I had to double back.
Anyway, Christian missionary station in the Kalahari Desert after being threatened by death by an extremist militant gang. Yeah, that was not really the after crashing their aircraft, they must battle man and beast for their lives. Now, I will tell you, I don't know who wrote that.
The description was better than the movie.
Description, but that's not what this movie was about. If you go watch this movie, that's not what that is. But yeah, I know words, by the way. Kalahari Desert, I know words. Anyway, what we talking about? Ryan Phillip. I don't know who Ryan Phillip is. I am not familiar with who he is.
Ryan Felipe.
I guess he's a ladies man. No, I'm not talking about Andrew. I'm talking about the dude that was the pilot. That was the fake Leonardo. I ain't talking about. I know who the other dude is. He was actually in a Predator movie. I think. No, he wasn't. I know. Okay, he played in Cruel Intentions. I remember him from there.
You might have seen the but I can't see.
He played in Shooter, the TV series, which is dope. If you ever get a chance to go watch the TV series Shooter, it's actually really dope. And he also played in Crash. He was one of the police officers in Crash.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Crash was kind of crazy. It was different. And then he did play in The Lincoln Lawyer as well. He played the guy that Matthew McConaughey was trying to get off. And he actually did the crimes, because Anyway, he's not that character in this. He plays a missionary in Africa. Why does this movie not seem as long as it was? Like, how long did this movie run? How long was the runtime on this movie? Because
the runtime on this movie was like an hour and 26 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't long. So
it didn't
it's not
seem long at all.
Yeah, it's not a long movie. But anyway, the movie starts off where this couple is tending to, well, the husband is trying to save the life of one of the African kids, and he doesn't have all the supplies that he needs, so the kid ends up dying. And at that exact moment, it's a lot like happening at once. But in that exact moment, he gets a call saying, "Hey, yo, get up out of there, man. They coming for you." You know what I'm saying? You and your wife,
the boys is on the way.
Y'all got to get up out of there because they coming. They on the way. So he grabs his wife and they head to.
First of all, they weren't scared enough in that moment.
Exactly. She kept asking too many questions for me. I was just like, she's like, "Well, who's coming? Why? What do you mean? No, they're not. Why would they do that? Like, girl, shut up."
Like, he had no sense of urgency in explaining why they needed to go. and she didn't have enough fear of the people of this native land, who are absolute savages, who ain't going to hear none of that talking. They on the way here, and you know, and you know what they love to claim as their prize? Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what we is?
Mm-hmm.
Americanos.
Yeah, it was very. I've seen him act better. I'll say that. I've seen him act better. But so they're waiting for this
Part was
whole.
just so stale.
It just didn't seem like oh, okay.
Like
well,
even as a viewer, you're not watching that like you don't feel the fear that they're supposed to have.
Yeah. No, not at all. And then it's like it's weird because when we'll get to that part. But anyway, so they get to Spirit Airlines because this man here. Now, if you pull up, it's somebody tell you, hey, yeah, you gonna pay me all this money to get on this plane, but you can't take your bags with you. Excuse me?
Nah.
That's not how that works. that's not how that works. So they have actual luggage that they trying to take on this plane. And he like, nah, y'all gotta leave that.
Buddy
here.
put his bags up on the wing and he was like,
yeah,
no bags.
Yeah, we can't do that. So
but it was like, how the hell you expect us to fly with no bags? He was like, all right, put the bags in your lap.
If you can have it in your lap, which should have been a dead giveaway right there that this wasn't gonna go the way it's supposed to. So they get on the plane. Mind you, it's only one black person. It's one singular Negro in this whole entire thing. So he's on.
And Buddy tried to play him like he was the help too.
It wasn't even bubblegum and duct tape. That was held together by scotch tape. Like stuff you put on
Elmer's glue.
What's up, JJ? But
JJ, but yeah, Buddy tried to play him for the food. He was like, all right, well, go get the bags. He was like,
yeah, he said, ain't no bag.
Your daddy paid me to assist you, not to be your step stool, cuz you better watch your mouth. We out here in the middle of nowhere. Your daddy can't do nothing for you out here.
At all. So they're in the air for all of
30 minutes.
If that.
If that. That's just what he said after the fact.
He's in the air for 30 minutes. And the black dude gets up. He like, hey, man, hey.
The plane is too heavy.
Your plane too heavy. Your plane shaking. Your plane out here shaking like a stripper. It's doing the Meg Thee Stallion twerk dance. What's going on? He like, hey, man, hey, you gotta sit down, bro. You gotta sit down. He like, nah, man. The plane is overweight. So I guess finally the pistons just start busting out in this plane. So he's like, hey man, y'all gotta sit down. We about to prepare for a crash landing. Now this I've seen some bad plane crashes in movies before. This might be the worst one. This might be the worst one. There was no seatbelts. There was barely seats. The plane crashes and it's not debris. Half of the plane is still intact. The seats aren't flying out.
The whole cockpit came off.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was the passenger part.
Mm-hmm.
And like 2 or 3 random pieces.
Yeah, it was. I don't know where the rest of the plane was.
And then the skid mark from where the plane landed to where it stopped was only like 10 feet.
I don't know.
I looked at it and I was like,
I don't know how anybody died in this plane crash because it really wasn't that bad. Like, I'm just gonna put it there. And they landed in straight dirt, so it wasn't like
there was like 85% survival rate from this crash.
Nothing to cushion the fall at all. It went around no water, no soft sand, no nothing. This wasn't like the soft part of the desert. This was in like the dirt, like it was yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, everybody should have been laying on the ground like how they be falling on Family Guy and their body parts just be in like random directions. That's what it should have been.
It should have been.
But everybody, the buddy got up. Everybody was just getting up like, "Oh shit, we crashed."
It was so nonchalant. They were like, "Oh yeah, we hit the ground."
Imagine you getting a phone call and you got a close friend or a family member is just frantic.
Mhm.
Like, oh my god! I'm like, oh, shit. I mean, yeah, we crashed. I'm good though.
Yeah, we all right.
I mean, you
My,
know what I'm saying?
my leg hurt a little bit.
Like, what do you mean? It's just a little bit. Like, no, we all right though. We
Yeah,
good.
we cool. We
We in the
cool.
middle of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But we all right.
Messed up my jacket. We all right. So
Not my jacket.
So out of the 7 people that were on the plane, only 1 died in the crash. They got more hurt from the activities on the ground than they did from the plane crash.
Man, what?
So the wife of the missionary guy, the American lady, she gets stuck behind this the seat. Now she's fine, other than the fact that she has this seat pressed against her leg. So
It's like some open metal piece that actually like cut into her leg, but they can't see that.
So she's fine up until this point. They start pulling on this lady, and it continues to cut into her leg until the point where now she has a life-threatening injury. Oh, by the way, the lions can smell blood from like from 1,000 feet away.
It's, and you know what? It's in my estimation, it's not even so much that it was a life-threatening injury. It's just the fact that it was equivalent to if she was bleeding underwater. Sharks gonna smell it, you're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So the pilot, who apparently done X amount of flights, he done been all these different places.
What's up, Bam?
Oh shit, is that Bam? So he is trying to give everybody comfort in knowing that, hey, I know it feel like we in the middle of nowhere, but I slick kind of know where we at though. That's the good news. The bad news is, because I know where we at, this is an area for big game, which big game means it's animals out here that can clap anything if they feel like it. Lions, hyenas, it's elephants out here. I mean, you name it.
Right.
So the fact that, and so the guy, the missionary, is a doctor, right?
Terrible.
Because soon as because after the plane crashed and him and the black dude went to try to pull, before they tried to pull his wife out, he come around the corner with a little bottle or something and was like, "Here, give her this." And she was like, no, the missionary was like, I forgot what he said, but basically he thought it was drink. He thought it was drink. Yeah. He was like, "This ain't drink, this is medicine." He was like, "Nah, don't worry about it. I got it cut. I'm a doctor." But you did a trash ass job of wrapping the laceration on your wife's leg, which led to it literally dripping blood and putting everybody there in danger, because animals have noses that can smell shit from a mile away.
I would like to say he is the worst doctor I've ever seen.
Big trash.
He's the worst. Like, he's one of them doctors that, oh, you what you here for today?
He one of them ones. He took the courses, but he didn't get the certification.
Yeah, nah, he's like, yeah, I'm
and he just bragged on the fact that he went to the school.
He is the equivalent of Dr. Dre. Like, that's his medical abilities are the equivalent of Dr. Umar. Like, this man couldn't, like, bro, I said, man, they were better off like just not taking your advice for anything. Like, at this point, y'all might as well have stayed there and waited for the people to come get y'all, because everybody about to die.
There was so many There were so many I wish I could reach through the screen and slap nigga moments in this movie.
So they say, hey, all right, we're gonna take a hike. You know, we're gonna go try to find some.
We're gonna head east.
We're gonna head east on this
Buddy was like, nah.
on this reservation.
Nah, we should head west.
Nobody knew nothing in this.
So they was like, nah, cuz we going east.
So they go on this little trip, and the doc is like, hey man, you gotta carry her. So you know what I'm saying, we can get up out of here because you can't leave her around here. The animals gonna smell the blood and they gonna come over here.
And the sun about to go down, and most animals like to hunt at night when it's cool outside.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't got that much daylight left. He was like, nah, cuz I'm staying here with the missus, which is respectable. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But his expectation was a little bit too unrealistic.
Very much so.
You know what? Hey, don't worry about it. Just go on without me. I'm gonna stay here with my wife. And just like you guys said, you're gonna go get help, and then you'll be back before dark. You really think it's gonna happen? You really think it's gonna go down like that? Yeah. Jack of all talks in the building. I'm like, you really think you got that much trust in these niggas? And the nigga that just crashed the plane and almost killed everybody?
Pretty much. Dr. J definitely could have been a better doctor than this man because he was terrible. So
it's okay. I'm going to stay here with my wife. You guys are going to go get help, and then you're going to send it back, and we'll be here before dark, and then everything's going to be fine.
It didn't. None of that happened. None of that happened. They go out and immediately get into They go out and immediately get into danger. It didn't take long. And you know why it doesn't take long? Because you're walking in the desert with no water. Now, why is there no water on this plane, but there's alcohol? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But somehow they're able to get back to the plane
right as the sun is going down.
While the sun is going down, mind you, this is all happened in a few hours. The lion has came and killed his wife, unalived his wife in the plane. How? Doesn't show you. Doesn't show you.
Which is
doesn't show you at all. Yeah, big trash on the.
They just come back and see blood dripping off of random pieces of the plane. There's nobody in the area, and then Doc comes out of nowhere and ambushes the buddy. What is this man's name?
So this is one of the biggest problems that we like. This movie had zero budget. Like, I don't know what the budget was for this movie. It only made $5,000 in the box office. I don't know. I don't know what the budget is. But whatever the budget was, they didn't make it back. It doesn't even have a budget. I'm just letting you know that right now. Whatever the budget was, they did not make it back.
Time out.
What's up?
Rashad is not making this up. Can y'all see that? $5,336.
That was their cousins, them. That was their cousin.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
5 bands?
This movie made nothing. So Andrew, the doctor, by the way, this movie, big racist. big time racist. What he called him? Tonto? I said, brother, that's Indian.
Which means stupid.
Like, yeah.
No, Timu would, yeah, pretty much.
Nah. Well, yeah, technically.
All the equipment for this movie came in the orange package.
Pretty much. This movie was big trash. So bootleg Leo. Bootleg Leo. He's like, hey man, get off of him, stop strangling him. Shoots their only flare to stop this man. Their only rescuable thing, or the only thing that could, if they did have like a animal or something attack, Only thing that can keep it away. Somehow somebody gets a hold of a gun. So they all like, hey man, listen, we're gonna camp out here at night. My wife's dead. Gonna camp out, leave in the morning, figure some stuff out. So
Then they played rock, paper, scissors to see who was going to stay inside the plane and who had to stay out and keep
and
the
of
fire
course,
going.
and of course, one of the people that that was outside of the main group, they lost, so they had to go.
The same one who tried Buddy, like he was the help, talking about some get my bags. Then he gonna try to say, "Hey man, look, man, y'all can't leave me out here. I pay you $1 million if you switch with me." He was like,
I don't need no $1 million right now.
"Nah, cuz."
Yeah, stay outside. Stay outside.
You ain't even got to make the fire. We'll make the fire for you. You just got to stay up and keep it going.
So all you hear animal noises, and he's just shooting in random directions.
The old scary dude just wasting bullets.
Wasting all the bullets. So they're sitting there talking, and they're like, well, he out of bullets. Hope he kills him. The next thing you know, he is up out of there, gone. People are going.
We don't see him
fast.
after that dude.
I would say that no, people, they're going fast. Now, I don't know. This is basically like Jaws on land. Like this is like Jaws on
No
land,
disrespect to Jaws.
but yeah, no disrespect with all the Jaws, because yeah. But basically this is what it is. It's Jaws on land. This is a terrible lion movie. The lions look terrible in this. It looks like stock footage or something like that.
There was not enough animals in this movie for me.
No, especially if it's a reservation.
You put this big prehistoric, teeth are 10 inches long, saber-toothed tiger on the cover for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And there are barely any animal cameos in this movie. There was not enough animal in this movie for me.
Mm-mm.
That for me was a problem.
So they're sitting outside or whatever. And the one preacher dude, he's like, you know what? Just leave me here to die. Y'all go on. Save yourselves. You know, if you come back, I'm just going to stay here. So he leaning up against like a tree or something like that. And they walking off. What's up? Go ahead.
We almost skipped a part. So that night, after Buddy fell asleep at the fire, other Buddy was busting shots into the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
He disappeared. So Great Value Leo goes outside and was like, hey man, I'll be right back. I gotta take a piss. So while he outside draining the vein, a snake slithers its way into the plane.
Forgot about that.
Snake gets in the plane. Tired of all these goddamn snakes on this goddamn plane. So simultaneously, as the snake is sneaking into the plane, a lion happens to run down on the plane, and they're trying to keep the lion from busting through the wall to kill them. Now, as Leo and the black dude are holding the wall,
Mm-hmm.
Preacher Man is looking down at this snake, not saying a word. He don't let the snake get in there real good before he said, hey y'all, I got to tell y'all something.
Hey, it's a snake in here.
The lion then scratched, like clawed through the steel, but then somehow the focus goes from the lion to the snake, and all the focus goes on the snake, and then there's like no lion activity no more after they realize there's a snake in there. So the snake bites the black dude.
Of course.
And here comes,
hey man,
here come Doc, like, hey man, I gotta cut a hole in your leg and squeeze the blood out where the snake bit you at. That's gonna get rid of the venom. Matter of fact, take this random ass piece of wood from the part of the plane that broke earlier and just put that in your mouth, so when it hurt, you can just bite that. Excuse me?
That's not how that's not how you take venom from a snake out.
Cole,
You stupid.
you stupid. And you sat there and let that man cut your leg open like that.
That's not how. Okay, so in real life, eventually he would have died from the poison of whatever snake it was, because that's not how.
Because
First of all,
granted,
you don't even
even
know.
if you got some of it out, I doubt you got all of it.
No, especially if it's gonna spread that fast. No, it's not about to happen. So
This man tied his leg off with 2 shoestrings,
so
cut
he
it open,
hurt.
and was like, "Oh yeah, I got you, cuz."
Yeah, you good. You
Oh,
good now.
But you was doctor enough to build this man a crutch out of scratch.
Yeah, you good now. You good. So Bootleg Leo and him go they go hiking because they trying to find a way out. And Doc just sitting up against the thing. He done gave up on life. So he's like, man, listen, I'm just gonna die here, cuz let the lions come. What's up, man?
So he's declared, you know what? I'm sitting up under this tree. I'm not getting up. You can't convince me otherwise.
I'm gonna join my wife.
So they start walking off. Buddy's struggling on that crutch, by the way. And just to backtrack a little bit, proof that Andrew did not get all the venom out of his leg, when they went to pick him up, he was like, bro, I can't feel my leg. I can't feel my leg. So he not so this is the part about Andrew that made me want to reach through the screen and slap him.
Mm-hmm.
This man said, you know what, I'm sitting here on the tree, I'm not moving. Then go look up and say, hey God, it's up to you to get me out of this one. I'm just gonna sit right here. I'm not gonna do nothing. It's on you now. You figure it out. I know Big Dog is just up there sitting on the cloud like word, bro. Like you really just finna talk to me like that right now? It's just up to me.
So all you hear is, oh, we're saved. A car.
Hey, here go your miracle, cuz.
A car.
Get your ass up and get in the car.
So this is the thing. The car that is coming towards them is not the car that they need to come towards them, because it is the exact person who they're running from. So
the militia.
A lot of things go wrong in this. First of all, they found stolen rhino horns. They find stolen rhino horns, and then they find out that Buddy is American. Now they have an African with them as well. I guess, like, I would say these were the worst Africans I've ever seen in my life. Like I don't know if they were actually African.
Buddy on the crutch probably was, but outside of him, that was it.
Yeah.
And this is where the movie doubles back to the opening scene where Doc was trying to save the African kid. Because his initial beef with the pilot was, I had an order. I had DoorDash for some medicine and some medical supplies that was supposed to pull up. Word on the street, that was supposed to come on your plane. Mm-hmm. So what's up with that?
Yeah,
so you skipped over my order so that you could smuggle some rhino horns when my order was placed first.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like a life was lost because you prioritized smuggling over delivering my medical supplies.
Big facts. So they start getting into like, first of all, the one African dude, he done hit everybody with his gun. Like he done hit
just
him in
gun
the face.
Butting everybody.
Just gun butting everybody.
He run up on Andrew. And then that's when the African dude was like, you know what? Let me de-escalate the situation by speaking their language.
They shot that man so fast.
Buddy got tired of hearing him talk.
He said,
Yo, this is not funny, y'all. This is not supposed to be funny.
it's not supposed to be funny, but but listen, he said, hey, we don't need to do all that.
Brains was flying at a 45-degree angle this way.
Oh boy. Hey man. Yeah. Hey, Tuesdays are definitely coming back.
We're not doing this movie justice by not reviewing it on a Tuesday.
Oh God, bro.
Crazy work. So at this point, it was one person who died in the crash. Then was the preacher's wife. And now the only black person in the movie prior to them getting ran down on by the natives of the land. Now he out of there. Oh, and Buddy who had the gun, which he must have died off screen because you run around with no food, no water, and a gun with no bullets. I mean, eventually you probably got clapped somewhere.
Yeah. So they all sitting around talking, and the one African dude playing, he's like, "Hey, how about you, Ron? No, how about you, Ron?" So something happened where I guess they were talking too long. He said, "Man, I gotta make things right." So this is also like a crazy part. So he gets in a fight with a dude with a gun that don't work. Okay, boom, got him. So the other dude's like, "Get off of him, get off of him." So fake Leo grab him. They start scuffling. Doc starts scuffling with the dude with the loaded gun. The gun just started randomly shooting. And it only shoots the one dude in the head. Then he like pushing the gun while it's still firing against the other dude, and it shoots him in the head, in the neck, up through the up and out. Now, I'm not building out a science guy, not at all. But I'm pretty sure everything that happened in that moment was impossible, like actual like.
So, talking about unrealistic things in movies. So, like Rashad said, they start walking off. The drop top Jeep Wrangler pull up. It's the ops, and it was like two minions and one guy who seemed to be the one in charge. So he was like, "Hey, I need y'all to watch these two until I get back. If they move, shoot them." So the two dudes get comfortable. They sit up in chairs up against the plane, and Leo and Buddy is sitting like this on their knees in the desert for like hours, long enough for both of them to fall asleep. I'm like, do you not understand how much time just went by and they really just like this the whole time? For hours. There's no dialogue, there's no conversation, nothing to make the time go by, nothing. Eventually, Andrew just falls asleep like this and just fall over. Bloop. And then Leo was like, he sleep. Both of these niggas sleep. Nah, I ain't finna go out like this. So he get up trying to ninja creep over to Buddy with the M16. What I think they're both at M16. So he happened to wake up right as Leo was about to grab his gun. And then that's when the whole scuffle started. So Andrew starts scuffling with the other dude. He got his finger on the trigger. The gun just firing. So he managed to like wrestle his gun and clapped his homeboy. Then clapped him. And then he got mad at the fact that he had a guilty conscience, like, oh snap, I can't believe I just caught a body. I can't believe I just caught a body.
Like, brother, he got 13 bullets in his head. I don't really think
Hit him in the jugular. He bleeding out. He's like, no. I'm like, boy, if you don't shut your goddamn ass up. It was either gonna be you or him.
And then he shoot himself. How did his leg get messed up?
I don't know. I think I fell asleep around this part. So what I remember, and as a matter of fact, yes, I did fall asleep on this part because when I woke up, I was like, why is he crippled all of a sudden?
I might have missed it too because I didn't see him get shot, but his leg was messed up. So I don't know if he
his
caught a
leg
stray.
was about as jacked up as his wife's was.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know if he caught a stray or what. So they trying to get to the mountains or whatever. So this man is dragging blood throughout the desert, and the lions are tracking.
And the more blood that comes out of his leg, the weaker and weaker and weaker he gets. Like every time he falls down on the ground, he try to take a nap. But he keeps saying, "Hey, we got to get up. We got to keep moving." He's like, "Hey, man, let me just
go to sleep.
Let me just take a breather real quick, man." And he looking at like 3, 4, 5 lions, like, bro, like you got to get up.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get you up on top of these rocks. So he picked him up. He pushing him up on top of the rocks, and then he get up there with him, and
how you put? Hey, so he try to sit him up on the rocks and like try to. I don't know what he was trying to do, but he pushed him in some kind of way where he fell off of the rocks and hit the ground. He's like, "Oh, hey, my bad."
It's at least like a 12-foot fall. I'm talking about man hit the ground hard. Bounced at least twice. He was like, "Oh shit, hey, you all right?"
Oh, hey man, hey.
And he laying there just like he flatlined. He just laying there. Like I knew it hurt. It sounded like it hurt when he fell.
So at this
now
point, the lions done caught up to him.
There's like 3 of them.
So this is where the movie starts to do. Well, I don't want to say starts. This is where it just falls off the wagon. Like everything just goes the craziness, and it's not much left. So we just gonna go ahead and just. So he gets him back up on the thing or whatever, on the ledge, and he's like, "You know what? I got to make my life mean something. So I'm gonna take the blood." What's up?
Excuse me. He gets him back up on the ledge, and he's peeking up over the rock to keep watch on the lions.
Mm-hmm.
The one lion in the front, he already got blood on his face, like he just got finished eating.
Mm-hmm.
Probably dude who had the gun. So eventually, the lions was like, "You know what? I thought I had a lead. I thought there was some food over here. Like we can go ahead and dip." So the whole time they're up there trying to be quiet as possible, a scorpion start crawling up Buddy back.
Oh.
And I'm like, flick it off. Just flick the scorpion off. Right now, the scorpion does not feel threatened. He ain't gonna clip you. He ain't gonna sting you with the tail. All you got to do is hit him with one of these right here. He let the scorpion crawl over his neck, down his shirt, down his arm, onto his hand. He got his hand on Andrew. So at this point, the scorpion is now finna go from his hand to Andrew's body. Now, when the scorpion was on his hand, I was like, all you got to do is this. Just throw it. Mind you, Andrew is laying there borderline unconscious. The scorpion is crawling all up on this nigga nose. He gonna have the nerve to say, "Hey, whatever you do, don't move."
Yeah.
I'm talking about it's up on his eyes, it's on his nose, and then crawled across his mouth.
He done crawled all across his mouth, then
You talking about some
crawled
don't
down his
move.
neck.
And then now you want to slap the scorpion off of him. So the Lions is leaving. He's like, all right, bet. We can keep going. And then the wind starts blowing.
Wind.
And it's downwind. So the lion is like, hold up. Nah, hey, cuz, hey, y'all can go ahead. I'm going back.
I smell some chicken.
I smell chicken.
Some cooking.
So the lion pulls back up and is trying to get up the ledge. It's not very successful, but little by little, it's getting higher and higher up the ledge. So he done turned and he done went from being a dickhead to saying, you know what? If it's got to be me or you, let me be the one to make things right. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me do something I feel like is going to be meaningful, because I feel like you can make it out of this situation. Which to me was stupid. I'm like, you have minimal injury. You have the most sense of direction as far as where you at. So instead of devising a plan to somehow make it to where the both of y'all live, you sacrifice yourself. So you dipping into the wound in this man's leg, and he jumped when he was like, hey, bro, like,
why you bullet wound?
Why you touching my leg, fool? My leg is fucked up. This man's scooping blood out of his leg and just covering his body in it.
I'm gonna just put it on my face.
He was like, look, I know I'm fucked up, but I can feel that. But that shit hurt, cuz. Stop playing. So now Andrew's waking up like, bro, what are you doing? He was like, I'm about to create a diversion so you can get up out of here, cuz. So this
follow your wife's dreams.
He follow your wife's dreams. He done covered himself in Andrew's leg blood and decided to jump off the ledge and just take off running. And Scar, Mufasa, whoever it was like, you big dummy.
And they didn't show him get a
Nah, it cut right after the lion like got right on his heel. So now Andrew got back on his feet and he walking like a zombie. Yes, sir.
Can I talk about this part? Because I just so Andrew's walking and he's trying to get closer to this little village thing. And out of nowhere, you see two creatures start to walk up. You don't know what it is, but you got a feeling that it's something that's not going to be good for Andrew. When Andrew stands up, he is looking face to face with two hyenas. Now, I would say there was a lot of dumb things that happened in this movie, but this might have been the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah.
So,
Andrew, not to cut you off, but that recent part that just happened, that's where my tagline came from. Well, you sacrificed yourself so Andrew could leave. You don't get no cool points for that.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And fun fact about hyenas before I let you proceed, because I literally cut my TV off at this part of the movie and had to pick it up. And hyenas are like velociraptors. They're pack hunters. It's never just one. If you only see one, just know that there's more close by. They're pack hunters. They're gonna jump you. They do not fight fair. They're gonna jump you, and they actually have a strong enough bite force where they can bite through bones.
Yeah, and you ain't.
So that's part of what makes hyenas so dangerous.
You ain't ever just gonna see two.
Nah.
So he's standing there in front of the two hyenas, like, you know what? This how I'm gonna end. This how I'm gonna go. So he ready to fight. And as soon as they get close up on this man, a bolt of lightning as soon as they get up on this man, a bolt of lightning.
Y'all killing me with this.
The hyenas start laughing, and he's like, "Damn, I'm going out like this. All right, This man reaches down, picks up a stick. And at this point, the hyena's not laughing no more. They're like, oh, he won't smoke. So this man pick up the stick. He start charging at the hyenas. The hyenas start charging at him. The camera pans out. So from a distance, you see both of them running towards each other like this. Random lightning bolt. Right in between both of them. I cut my TV off.
Y'all killing me with this.
I cut my TV off. I come back 10 minutes later. Lightning strikes and then rain falls. He lay down. He was like, you know what? I've been wanting to take a nap all goddamn day. I'm finna lay down and take this nap in the rain.
I would say this was the part where I was just like, okay. Whatever.
So as he wakes up from his nap, the rain didn't stop. Well, it didn't slow it down. Now, what is realistic about this movie is the fact that when you're in a desert or a desert-like area and it gets very hot and you have very little resources, you begin to hallucinate. You begin to see what they call mirages. So he's opening his eyes, and in the distance he sees a woman who resembles his wife. But of course, because the sun is shining, you can only see like her silhouette. You can't really see her face. You can just see like small details in her clothes, her hair. And as she's getting closer, like you still can't see her face. So now he's happy, like, oh snap, that's my wife. She came to get me. So I'm like, is he dead?
No.
Or is he just hallucinating? He was just hallucinating. So it ends up being two black people, which one of them looked like Buddy, who was at the doctor's table in the opening scene.
I think it was him.
Him and somebody else, they pick him up off the ground. They did, and they walked over there. How you find this man on foot? They didn't get no car. They didn't get no Jeep. They didn't get no small plane like the one that crashed. They pick him up. One got his arm on one shoulder. The other one got his other arm on the other shoulder, and they literally just walk into the sunset. The end.
Y'all killing me with this.
Bitch, what? Oh my God.
Yeah, this movie. Yeah, this movie.
If we ever had to rank the trashiest endings we've ever seen in a movie,
It's top 5.
It's absolutely top 5.
It's top 5. It's top 5.
Ain't no way.
But yeah, that was 2024 Prey. That's what that was. Definitely want to thank y'all for coming on and kicking it with us, you know, on this Saturday night. Definitely appreciate y'all. We will be back tomorrow for the
season
game
finale.
of well,
Sons of
the
this
Dragons.
episode better be 3 hours long.
I don't know how long the episode is.
So,
Once the episode is over,
if Popcorn and Your Beer don't go live until 11:30, then it ain't our problem.
we will be live as soon as the episode is over. We will be live. I got to check and see. Usually I release the runtime, so I'll set the live for that time. But make sure you show up. It's gonna be a good time. Definitely gonna rank the season itself, the episode, and just give our thoughts on what we want to see next season. If you want to come on here to talk with us on the last episode, let us know.
Please pull
Let us know. Let us know. I'll actually drop something on IG tomorrow to have out there. But if you do want to come on, just let us know. It's gonna be a party. And also, like I said, Terrible Tuesday movie is coming back. Because just because. Yeah, this was definitely a terrible movie Tuesday.
Yeah, it's much needed, man. Terrible movie Tuesdays, man. We're getting back to it.
But that's all I got. You got anything?
I got nothing.
All right.
Tomorrow
Well,
night's going down.
tomorrow night is going down. You clown. Judge Joe Brown. Love you back.
Love you too,
And
Key.
we will see y'all mañana right here. Popcorn and Beer Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to all the socials. Make sure you go like, click, comment on something. Show us some love on our other videos, please and thank you. It goes a long way. So thank you for that.
Hey, go ahead and start getting your popcorn and your beer hoodies before it start getting cold.
It's gonna get cold eventually. We ain't got the hoochie mama shorts out or the hoochie daddy shorts. So
Nah. It's
But,
about time to start bundling it all up.
but yeah, we about to get up out of here. Appreciate everybody that stopped through. Once again, this has been another episode of the Popcorn and Beer Podcast. I'm your host, Rashad.
And last but not least, I am the King MOE, aka you don't get no cool points for that shit, cuz.
You don't get nothing. And we gonna see y'all later. Peace.
You should have told us.
To cut everybody off.
Night. Good night.